Welcome back to another episode of Topic of Discussion. I am your host, Miles Berry, and I hope you guys are having a beautiful morning, and I hope you guys continue to have a beautiful day. Okay, without further introduction, let's get right into it. So, as you guys know, if you have been watching the channel and just at least seen the past couple episodes, you know we have been going over some topics such as the leap of faith, personal but not personal, parents and human, why is the process so hard, removing the mask, the power of the tongue, the beauty of starting over, the fear of faith, how to heal when you can't, preparing for victory, sacrifice, growth, patience, right? And so on and so forth. So today, I kind of want to speak on those topics, but understanding that to achieve any of those topics and have growth and how to heal and preparing for victory and removing the mask, you have to understand who you are as a person, right? So today's topic is the enemy in the mirror. Okay? Again, the enemy in the mirror. And I know we probably already understand what I'm trying to say here. Sometimes we are our own enemy. Sometimes we hold us back from certain goals and aspirations that we want to achieve in life. We hold us back from walking away from relationships. We hold us back from healing, right? We hold us back from letting go. We hold us back from speaking positive words, from speaking truth over our lives. We hold us back from starting over because of fear, right? We hold us back from having patience, right? So it's so many things that we hold ourselves back, but we try to make everybody else accountable for it, right? We try to hold everybody else accountable for our actions. So how often do we look in the mirror and understand maybe the position that we're in is because of that person in the mirror? Y'all get what I'm saying? So today, that's what I want to speak on, the enemy in the mirror. Sometimes we are our biggest enemy. We are. And we try to put the blame on everybody else and say, oh, this person's holding us back. We're in a bad position because we were hanging around these people and this and that and this and that. But you forget to look in the mirror and see who the real problem is. You can blame everybody else. You can blame everybody else around you. But at the end of the day, you are choosing to do everything that you are doing. No one's forcing your hand. No one's saying, here, you got to do this. You're choosing to. And maybe they can have a strong hold or it can be very tempting to do certain things. But at the end of the day, you are choosing to. You are choosing not to let go. You are choosing not to move on. You are choosing not to speak positive words. You are choosing not to heal. Do you guys get what I'm saying? We are our own enemy. So today I want us to understand that. And I also want us to understand how to get away from that, how to heal, how to be a better version of ourselves. So when we look inside the mirror, we see a positive person. We see the person that we have in our mind, that image that we have of our mind in our mind of us. That's what we see when we look in the mirror or our reflection. You get what I'm saying? So today I just want us to understand that if this is where you are in your life, don't beat yourself up. Don't feel like, oh, okay, well, I'm behind or anything like that. No. Let's just understand where we are in our lives. Because how often do you do self-reflection and just understand where you are in your life? Not comparing your past, not understanding where you want to be in your future, but just today. How often do you just sit in a day and just understand where you are in your life? Am I happy? Am I letting go of the things that I need to? How can I prepare myself for a better version of myself tomorrow? How can I have the happiest day of my life today? Am I happy? Am I healing? What can I do differently? What have I been doing differently? Do you guys get what I'm saying? How often do we self-reflect? Because our mind is always everywhere. I got to take care of this. I got to make sure this person's okay. I got to see how my cousin's doing, how my daughter's doing, how my son's doing, how everyone else around me is doing. But we forget about ourselves. I got to make sure I pay these bills. I got all these bills. I got the rent. I got the car. I got my phone bill. I got all this stuff to take care of. But how often do you just look in the mirror and take care of that person? Because if that person is not taking care of all this other stuff that you're just complaining about and saying that you need to take care of, it's no way that you can take care of it if you're not here. If you're dead and gone, You can't take care of anything. You can't take care of these people that rely on you. You can't provide if you're not here. So not only are we speaking about the enemy in the mirror, we're also speaking about the health, right? The health of this person that you're seeing in the mirror. And I'm not going to keep calling us an enemy because we're going to get out of that stage. But at the same time, right now we're seeing an enemy. And right now we're seeing someone whose health is not where it needs to be. In another episode, I'm going to speak about health, but today I'm focusing on just the reflection that we're seeing in the mirror and how to heal and how to get past that, right? I I feel like we need to have self-reflection on a daily basis. We need to understand where we are. And sometimes writing things down, it seems like, okay, that's a lot to do. But sometimes you need to write things down so you can see it. Sometimes you need to paint a picture in your mind. And to paint that picture, sometimes you need to write a sketch. You need to write some things down so you can have a visual representation of how your life is going. Okay? There should be no way that we are our own enemies, that we are holding ourselves back, that we are not letting go of certain things, that we have the fear to move on, that we're not seeing our own growth, that we're not preparing for victory, we're not having patience, but we blame everybody else around us. But why are we not blaming ourselves? Why are we not blaming ourselves for not moving on? Why are we not blaming ourselves for the reason why we're here or in this predicament? Like, we always want to blame, man, if I would have never hung out with those people, if I would have never done this, if I would have never done this, if I would have never done this. Blame yourself while you're here. Blame yourself. But at the same time, don't beat yourself up, but understand why you are here. Understand everything that's going on in your life, and you have to accept that. And that's why I speak on other episodes of Topic of Discussion about accepting where you are and forgiving your past versions of yourself to accept where you are and move on with your life, right? And what I'm saying today is stop blaming everybody else for your actions. Understand that they were your actions, and your actions create reactions, right? And there are always going to be repercussions of your actions, good or bad. So today, I'm just saying, accept the things that you have done. Understand that sometimes for things that you do in life, you are the cause. You can't keep blaming everybody else for things that are happening around you. Stop blaming everybody else. Stop saying it's this person's fault I couldn't move on. This person's fault I couldn't let go. Or this person's fault that I couldn't take care of this. Or my money's short. Or I made a bad investment. Or I did this. I did this. I did this. It's your fault. Stop blaming everybody else around you. But don't beat yourself up about it either. Just understand that, okay, this is my reality right now. And let's come up with a plan. Let's come up with a strategy to move on with our life. But at the same time, we have to stop seeing ourselves as our own enemy. We have to stop looking in the mirror and beating ourselves up every day, where we look in the mirror and we don't even want to look at ourselves because that's how down we are in our life. And that's how we feel like everything around us is, right? It's a negative. So when we look in the mirror, it's almost like we don't want to look at ourselves. Or when we look at ourselves, we see a horrible, horrible reflection. A person that's mad, a person that's angry, a person that's sad. We're tired of looking in the mirror and seeing this reflection, seeing this negative reflection. We want to look in the mirror and smile, right? It's almost like we're looking in the mirror trying to smile, but the reflection keeps looking back at us mad, keeps looking back at us sad, or walks away. And we didn't walk out the mirror, but the reflection did, because that's how we're viewing our life. We have to stop viewing our life in a negative light. That's all I want to emphasize today. Let's think positive. Let's be positive, and let's stop forcing ourselves to be our own enemy, because we don't have to be. It's okay to accept things that you have done in your life, but you don't have to accept where you are. You don't have to say, okay, this is where I'm going to be for the rest of my life. Sometimes we are our own enemy. We are holding ourselves back. Stop holding yourself back. Accept where you are. Stop being an enemy to your life. Stop being an enemy to your past. Stop being an enemy to people relying on you and everything else that's going on in your life. Stop being an enemy to it so you can move on with your life. Stop being that enemy in your reflection. Okay? I'm going to jump more into this on another episode. Um, but yes, yes, enemy in your reflection. Stop being the enemy in your reflection. We're better than this, and we just have to take it one day at a time. Take it one day at a time. One day. Because that's how I live my life. One day at a time. You can ask anybody else around me. It's like I can't worry about tomorrow. I'm not in tomorrow. Tomorrow's always gonna be tomorrow's problems. Yesterday's always gonna be yesterday's problems. Because it's over with and the future hasn't came. So how can I deal with a future that hasn't even came to me yet? How can I deal with a past that's already behind me? But I can do something about today. I can worry about my smile. I can't worry about how I'm gonna take care of my health today. I can't worry about having positive energy today. I can worry about today. I can be the best version of myself today. Because I know if I do that today, that can only provide positive energy going into tomorrow to deal with tomorrow's problems. You can't deal with everything at one time. You can't worry about everyone at one time. You're going to kill yourself. You can't take care of the world if you don't take care of yourself. Right? So all these people, if you have people relying on you and they always need you and you're always doing everything for everybody, remember, remember, if you are not here and your health is not well, it's no way that you can take care of them, take care of those people. It's no way that you can be here for those people if you're not here. Literally. So take care of your health. Don't paint yourself as a bad person. Stop seeing yourself as an enemy in your reflection. You are doing more than enough. You're doing more than enough. You're living, you're here, you're healthy. If you're not as healthy, let's be more healthier and let's just focus on right now. What can we do right now to be a better version of ourselves? What can we do right now to have a better day today? What can we do right now? Right now. Forget the future, forget the past. What can we do right now? So focus on this moment. If you focus on this moment, everything in your future will work itself out day by day. But stop trying to be in tomorrow when you are in today. All right? The topic was the enemy in our reflection. All right? Let's change for the better. Let's heal our souls. Let's heal our hearts. Topic of discussion. We out.